Oh, this is going to be fun because on this cold call breakdown, this isn't one of my phone prospectors. This isn't one of my TTP students. No, this is me talking to a probate lead. Check this out. Hey everybody, it is Brent Daniels, Mr. TTP, and this recording here that I did, this call that I personally did to a probate list, turned out to be a $32,000 deal for us. And what I want you to listen to, what I really want you to pull apart here with this breakdown is one main thing, and it is excessive active listening. You're gonna see, I'm gonna almost annoy you with how much I am actively listening, and I'm working on everything, and I'm opening up this conversation with everything that she is saying. I am responding. She knows that I am engaged. She knows that I am there in that conversation. I am present in that moment, and I think that this is so critical because I think oftentimes what happens is we make so many calls, and we get rejected so many times that we almost go on autopilot mode. No, every call has to be just focused on that one conversation, that one seller. Try to pull out all of the pre-qualifying that we need so that we know if we've got a deal or not, or if we're spending time with the right person or not. This is so absolutely critical. You know that when I'm having this conversation with this probate seller that I'm looking for the four things, right? Condition of the property, timeline to sell, their motivation, and their price. And remember, you've got tools in your toolbox to use every time you're on the phone with a distressed property owner. All right? This is a distressed property owner. She just inherited this property. They're doing a little bit of work on it. They're going to put it on the market, and I grab it before it hits the market. Watch how this plays out. All right?
Oh.
Hi, I was looking for Richard.
Max is calling?
Yeah, my name is Brent Daniels. I'm here in Phoenix, Arizona. I was actually calling about a property on...
So a couple different things here. She didn't have a local phone number. She actually had a different area code. So I said that I was in Phoenix, Arizona because the property was in Phoenix, Arizona. I wanted her to know that I live just down the street. Like, this is my area. This is where I do business. And so that's why I say I'm here in Phoenix, Arizona. It's just a little bit of twist there. If you see when you're calling and you see the dialer up and you see a different area code than in the area that you're calling, then it's good to anchor them and let them know, hey, listen, I'm not some big national company. I'm not some call center. I'm just a family-owned business that's local. I'm a local real estate buyer here in the area, and I was just reaching out about this property that I believe you own.
Yeah, that's my mother-in-law's property.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. I was just calling to see, I'm actually looking to buy a home in the neighborhood, and I just wanted to see if you guys had thought about selling it.
Yes, we're fixing it up and cleaning it, and probably going to be putting it on the market maybe next week, possibly.
How simple is that? We're 40 seconds in, and I know they want to sell this property. All right, this was a probate list. I had pulled this list from a company called alltheleads.com, and it was phenomenal. And I got their phone number. I was ready to call, and with the probate list at the time, what I was doing is I was just hand dialing. I was literally using one of these old school headphones. I was hand dialing and just walking around, talking to them with this in my ear, just going around and having these conversations, but laser focus in it. And when I had her on this call, I knew in 30 seconds that they wanted to sell. I knew that there was potential here.
Oh my gosh, great. That's quick. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was actually, I didn't know the condition of the property. We buy a lot of kind of properties that need a lot of love. So it sounds like it's been pretty.
So I'm setting the table here, letting her know we buy a lot of properties that need love. Basically, what am I saying? We are fix and flippers. We are investors. But I don't go out and say, yes, we fix and flip. No, that's friction. That causes like them to kind of put up their barriers. No, I just say, we buy a lot of properties that need some love, right?
Sounds like it's in pretty good shape, though.
Yeah, it could use some work.
So I pulled away from her there, right? Well, it sounds like this is in pretty good shape. No, it's going to need some work. And in my mind, I'm like, ding, 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 ding. Yes, this is it. We've got something here. Now I got to pull it out, see what her timeline is, see what the true condition of it is, see why they want to sell it right now, right? What's their problem? What's their motivation? I already know that it's a probate, but some people keep their probates. But understand this, 75% of probate properties sell in the first 90 days of new ownership. It is an unbelievable list to go after.
It hasn't been really well maintained over the last few years, but we're doing some paint and new carpet and things in it. So,
would you guys consider a cash offer on the property before it hit the market?
We would consider it.
Yes! Are you kidding me? Right? Would you consider a cash offer before you put it on the market? Yes. I've got 2 yeses off the bat, right? Yes, they would consider an offer. Yes, they would consider a cash offer before they put it out onto the open market.
Okay. Gotcha. Do you know, it sounds like you guys are just doing kind of the cosmetic work to it. Does it need any major remodeling to it? Maybe the kitchen or bathrooms?
Yeah, the kitchen would need all new appliances and...
Here we go. We're getting into the major items. I want her to tell me more about the how much work she thinks it needs, because it's going to come down to what they want for the property. That's what I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to get to that price. I'm trying to get to what major things. It sounds like you said you were doing paint and you're doing some cosmetic things, but what major things do you need to do? All of a sudden, that's going to start bringing down that expectations of price, and watch what happens when we get to the price. Oh man. And listen, I am constantly talking. I'm constantly actively listening to her. And the number one thing that I did when I was making calls is I confirmed and approved everything they said. Everything they said, I confirmed and approved. Great, sure, fantastic.
I don't know what condition the tile is in and stuff. The kitchen and dining area and family room, actually in the living room, all that portion was tiled many years ago. And I personally haven't been in it recently, so I'm not sure what condition.
And watch how many questions I ask her in this call. It is question after question, but because I'm saying stuff in the silence of her talking, just little things that let her know that I'm listening, it almost gives me permission to keep asking questions, and it doesn't sound like an interrogation, it sounds like a conversation. I'm very interested in not only the property, but her family, the people that live there. Watch.
What condition the tile is in. It might still be okay, but it might not. So.
Got it. So,
by the way, I'm actually having fun here. When I have somebody on there that gives me 2 yeses off the bat, I am excited. This is everything in my brain. Every synapse in my brain is firing at this point. I'm feeling it. I know that this is somebody that could use a cash offer. This is somebody that I can come in and really help them out, really solve their problem that maybe they don't want to fix it up all the way. Maybe they don't want to work with an agent. Maybe they want this done as smooth and easy as possible. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm trying to pull out. And that's what we need to do on every single call. When you're actively listening, it gives you permission to be able to ask question after question after question. Watch.
Needless to say, it's probably a little bit dated.
It's probably a little dated.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
Now, I think
third yes.
My sister-in-law has been working on it some, and I think maybe they put a new bathroom vanity in,
Oh,
the new
good, yeah.
carpet in the bedrooms, and have painted at least part of it. And they're
Okay, got it.
doing some work on the pool.
Oh, sure. The pool equipment or the pool itself?
Question after question. Are these big major items that need to be repaired? It starts bringing down that price.
Okay, sure. Did you guys know what you guys are going to put it on the market for next week?
I think we were considering.
So let's look at this. Condition. It needs work. It needs work. It's dated. She just admitted it's dated. The kitchen needs work. The pool needs work. The pool equipment needs work. I got the timeline. They're going to put it on the market next week, and now I'm going for the price. All right. She's saying that they're going to sell this thing because they just inherited this property. And watch what happens when she asks me, and this is something that comes up a lot and kind of makes people a little bit shaky when it first comes up. But she asked me, how did I get their number? Why am I calling her? How did this happen? And watch the way that I handle it to the point where she forgets that she even asked the question and she just keeps going on about the property. Watch this.
Considering 169.
Okay.
It sits, I'm not sure if you know where exactly it's at, but it's only about a block from the end of the light rail there at 19.
You see how she's starting to justify the price because of the location of the property? In my brain right now, I'm thinking, oh, this property needs a lot of work. She's justifying her price, not about the things that are going on in the property, not about the condition, but about the location. Now I know. When they start talking location, listen, pro tip, when they start talking about location, that property's in rough shape, all right?
So that makes it a very favorable property because of that.
Sure. Sure. Yeah. And is the roof in pretty good shape?
Yes, my mother-in-law had a new roof put on it.
So at this point, just to let you know, I've got this thing pulled up on my computer. By the way, I remember this call. I'm in my office. I'm walking around my office. I go in front of my computer. I'm putting in the details and I am checking to see what's going on. And I see that the roof has some different colors. Part of it is a flat roof and part of it is like a shingled roof. And the flat roof just has like that rolled roofing on it, and the rest of it is shingled. So I'm wondering what's going on here. So I'm able to pick out things because I Googled it real quick. I pulled it up on Zillow. I'm looking at it. Now I know the size of it. I know roughly the bedrooms and bathrooms. I've got an aerial shot of it, and now I've got some things that I can talk about.
Beautiful.
Within the last 10 years, I don't remember exactly when it was, but I think it was, within the last 10 years. Which, for Arizona, that's almost new.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Confirm and approve.
And I've got, I just pulled it up in front of my computer. I just pulled it. It looks like it's like 2,000 square feet. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Now we're getting to specifics. Now we're getting to the nitty gritty so that she knows that I am serious, so that she knows that I'm just down the street, so that she knows that I'm a local real estate buyer. I'm going to start throwing out some of these little details.
Something like that, yeah. Can
Sure.
I ask how you found out about this?
Yeah,
You don't have it on the market yet?
Yeah, absolutely. So I specialize, I work with a lot of homeowners that inherit properties. And what happens is I get a list of property addresses and...
Straight truth. And by this time, listen, when I say that I get a list of properties and the phone numbers and I try to reach out to the family owners that inherit the property, it's all, okay, great. But watch.
And phone numbers of whoever inherited the house. So I just try to reach out and see if we can help out and purchase the property in an as-is. We purchase properties in as-is condition.
Here we go with the benefits. Hit them with the benefits. Answer their question, hit them with the benefits, and watch what happens.
Condition, we buy it cash. So you get to avoid a lot of the inspections and the appraisals that sometimes really negatively affect values. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's just kind of that's just my day job, is talking to folks like you and seeing if I can buy their properties, and then what we do is we go in and we do a tasteful remodel and try to renovate the property and sell it to, in this case, something that's that size, probably a first time home buyer or a family.
Mm-hmm. Now it doesn't have citrus.
Completely, she's onto a total different track. She's onto a whole different track. That's satisfied. She's like, okay, yeah, that makes sense, right? So there was a little bit right in the middle of the conversation, a little bit of wariness, a little bit of, wait, do I need to put up my guard here right now? Did somebody tell him about this property? Did somebody, who's leaking that I want to sell this? What is going on here, right?
Citrus trees in the front yard. That are good producers, so they're very mature trees, and produce a lot. So there are good things about the property. So
wonderful.
Wonderful.
And from the outside, it looks nice. So we've had the yard de-weeded and all the trees pruned and things like that.
Listen to me. The more they talk, the better you're going to do. Okay, now listen, there's some people that are like quadruple expressive personalities that'll tell you everything. But I could tell from this lady that she wasn't like that. I could tell that she had her defenses up a little bit, but we just opened it up with my tone, with my pacing, with my active listening, and with me being present in the conversation. $32,000 deal, one call.
Now, just real quick, it sounds like you're really familiar with this house. Is there an addition put on maybe the back of the property at some point?
Yeah, there was.
One thing you got to be wary about, every real estate investor needs to be wary about the additions that homeowners put on their property. The most common are they close in the garage or carport, they close in the patio, they build just an extra room on the back of the house. Those are the major ones that they do. And you need to understand that because it does affect the value of the property, because if there's not air conditioning to that, if it's not permitted, there's going to be some issues there that you're going to run into. So you need to know that. And I could see, because I saw the aerial, that it had a flat roof and the rest of it was pitched, that it was probably a addition put on the back of the property. So I wanted to ask her that and pull that out of her, because it probably is awkward. She probably understands that the floor plan of the property is probably pretty awkward. And so I want to pull that out as well so that it'll help me to negotiate.
My mother-in-law was a florist, and when she, actually it was probably before she sold her flower shop, my father-in-law put on an addition on the back that she used to do silk flower arrangements and some fresh flowers too.
Yeah, so that's really cool.
It's kind of like a workshop type thing, right off of the family room.
Sure. That's cool. I like that. It's kind of weird. It sounds weird for me to say, but I really like silk flowers.
I really do like silk flowers. That's the funny thing about this. I was not trying to just build rapport from it. I think that they're really cool. I don't know. Maybe I'm a weirdo. I don't know.
Oh, do you? Well, he was considered one of the best in the valley. So she used to teach it, and she worked.
You feel how we're starting to collaborate. Remember, the ultimate rapport is collaboration. That's rapport. It's not going in and just talking about things that you have in common. It is actual collaboration. That is the ultimate rapport. That's what's going to build the relationship, and that's what's going to get you the deal.
Oh, back when I first married her son.
Now we're talking personal.
JCPenney's, when Penny's used to sell wedding gowns.
We're 7 minutes in and we're getting personal. That's how it happens if you are actively listening. It sounds crazy, and maybe to somebody that's listening with headphones, it's annoying, and you're like, Brent, shut up, let this woman talk. But little touches here and there, you can see her open up as we're having this conversation, and we're able to lock this deal up.
Gowns and things, and they would hold bridal shows. and she always did the flowers for the bridal shows, and of course she did lots of weddings and stuff too. So at one time she had 2 or 3 floral shops. She owned one of the florist shops.
See how I'm nodding my head listening to this? This is what I would be doing on the phone. Got it. And I'm taking notes. I'm writing notes. I'm going, oh, floral shop, and they met at Mervin's and blah, blah, blah. And I'm writing all this stuff down so that when we go and we can talk about it. We can, it's not necessarily something I can use, but just something that I can go back to and remember if she brings it up again.
And in Christown. At one time. So.
Yeah, sure.
And this is the advantage. This is why I always say, listen, if you hire somebody to make calls for you, they're going to be about 25% as good as you if they are Americans making the calls. Okay? If they're somewhere else around the world, they're going to be about 25% as good as you, because she's talking about something local that I know about. She's talking about something that's very specific to the area that we live in, that I understand, right? And because of that, I'm able to pull out more from her than somebody that, if you hire a Filipino, they're going to be about 5 to 10% as good as you. If you go an American, they're 25% because they just don't know the little nuances of your market.
Well, that's nice. That was pretty close for her to drive then.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I think that it's still, I'm just looking at the records here. It looks like, was your mom's name Patricia? Or was it your mother-in-law?
My mother-in-law, yeah.
Okay, got it. And this is your number then?
Yes. This is my number.
I just want to make sure that when I call back, I know who I'm talking to. So what is your name then, if you're not Patricia? Again, my name is Brent. I think that I can get pretty close. And what the advantage to you might be that you can save on the costs of a realtor.
Benefits. Here is the advantage to you. There are no real estate agent fees, okay? There are no closing costs. We pay all that, right? And I even say, listen, if you want to keep I don't want to fight with her and say, don't use an agent. That's going to cause some more of that friction, right? I don't want any of that. I say, you can watch.
A realtor? I mean, you can certainly hire one if you want. You can certainly hire one if you want to represent you, but this might be an opportunity for you to sell it without, having to pay the full commissions. And we pay the closing costs as well. We pay all the title and escrow fees. So it's a pretty smooth process. So let me do this. Give me about 24 hours to put together an offer for you, and then can I just call you back tomorrow afternoon and we can discuss it?
Yes, that would be fine.
Okay, perfect. Well, I really appreciate it. Is this
You see how I never gave her an offer, all right? Nothing for her to leverage me with, okay? I called her the next day, and by the way, at the end of this, I made sure that she knew it was me that was going to be texting her just to reach out. I said, I'm going to text you right now and let you know and give you my cell phone information so that you know it's me when I call. That is absolutely critical. Listen, build that bond. I'm going to text you right now so that you know it's me. If you want to really take it to the next level, shoot a little video real quick. Say, hey, it's me. I know this video is a little weird, but I just wanted to let you know I am a real person. I live down the street. I am interested in buying the property. I can't wait to meet with you tomorrow. Give you a solid cash offer, right? Absolutely incredible. So that is the breakdown. I mean, I am telling you, that is when you are actively listening and you are using your skills of knowing what to say by using a script, by your tone, and by your pacing, you can pull out these opportunities and catch properties before they hit the market if you are building that bond strong enough so that they feel comfortable doing business with you. Because if they like the price, and they like the terms of the deal, the last part of it is you. The last part is, do they trust you? And it comes down to this. It comes down to being present in your calls. It comes down to actively listening. It comes down to confirming and approving everything that they say. So get in there, get after it. I know you've got this. If you are interested in joining the most proactive group in real estate investing, it is the TTP program. Go to wholesalinginc.com/TTP, wholesalinginc.com/TTP. Check it out, scroll down. If it feels good in your gut, sign up for a call. It'll either be with me or my right-hand guy. I look forward to it. I love you. You're the best. Till next time. See ya.